Okay guys, just a quick update on the 120. I lost another bosemani, and so what I'm doing, or what I'm getting ready to do, is I'm getting ready to add, I'm worried about this female. As you can see, she's showing some of the discolor, but she is eating, and so is this male. He's eating as well. So they're both eating, which is a good sign. Notice nobody else. The closest immune system to the bosemani is the turquoise. The turquoise shows no issues. So I'm almost thinking that there was some kind of... One other thing that I did to this tank I forgot to mention. Every now and then, this is just an FYI, I'll do a water change, and when the water's low, I'll take Go Shrimp and put them back in these plants back here, and then when I refill it, and I don't know why I do it that way. I guess just as a way to reward them for, doing an annoying water change and messing with their day. But the bosemanis are the ones that are these guys are serious hunters, and the rainbows are as well, but not like my bosemanis. My bosemanis, man, they were hunters, and it was fun. I mean, you could hear splashing going on, and you knew they were putting it on a Go Shrimp. So, but I lost a bosemani this morning, so I'm down 2 bosemanis, and this guy right here will not eat. So that's a sign that he's probably going to die if this medicine doesn't work. I went and talked to a guru at Fantastics in my local town. I'm in the city of Charlotte, North Carolina. Fantastics is the best shop in town. I went and talked to a guy named Keith, who's been doing it professionally for 20 years, and Keith gave me something to put into this tank. And I don't quite understand what it is and how it works, but he just told me, he just said, it's an antibiotic, but it's hard on their kidneys and liver, so it's not something that you want to do a lot of or add every time you add new fish. But if you have a scenario like this where the fish is going to die if you don't do something, then by all means this is a medication you want to use. I know I've got subscribers, Beer Belly DK, where he lives. It's illegal to get fish medication. I could probably go to prison if I sent him some of this stuff. It's considered contraband there. So I know in the state of Florida, if you go to some of the websites and you research the medicine and you want to order it online, in the state of Florida, some of the stuff you have to get a prescription from a veterinarian before they'll sell it to you so that you can put it in your fish tank. So go figure. But anyway, my new algae eater is actually starting to have more of a red tail. I can see it now, so he's doing a good job. But I'm getting ready to hit this fish tank. One thing about medicine I will say, I don't have charcoal in my filter system. It's all biological media. And I take that back. I do have the resin, which is like it pulls out the nitrates and stuff. But if you have charcoal and you're doing any kind of chemical in your tank, charcoal will absorb it like a sponge and it'll pull it out. So, if you are doing an antibiotic or some kind of medication, you might want to read on that. Usually they'll tell you, even if they don't tell you, it's good just to pull the charcoal from your system while you're doing that and then add it later. So I haven't lost any other fish, and sorry about the glare. But I'm getting ready to add some medicine, and I just can't stress enough how much it is to talk to your local guru and figure out what works well on your local water system. Because, the chemistry in my tank is going to be different than the chemistry of somebody else's tank. A lot has to do with, what's in here. The wood, I've added some tetra peat. I did this way back. I don't do this anymore. It's called the black water. I did this when I first set it up because I knew I wanted an Amazon tank. Notice how they show, discus and I think a cardinal and an angel. But this softens the water up, gets your pH lower. But now that my tank is established and my pH is kind of staying the same, I don't add that anymore. So and thankfully the water that I have on tap is on the softer side, so I don't have to add that when I do water changes. But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to tangent, but I'm going to do this. I'll keep you guys posted. Appreciate all the great advice. Man, I can't stress, I want to say this one more time. When you're losing fish, go talk to someone who does this stuff for a living. Because they get shipments of fish that have stuff with them all the time because they're stressed from shipment, or they got something, when they were moving through a supplier, whatever. But they're used to seeing a lot of weird things with fish because they deal with so many and so many different sick issues. And they're going to give you good advice, and they're going to give you a good medication. And I'm sorry I don't know the medicine off the top of my head. But it is an antibacterial. It is one that he said to use, but he recommended that I not use it a lot because it's hard on them. So anyway, we'll see. I did notice, I've almost noticed one of my rasbora is looking a little different, but I don't know. See, this guy's acting funny. Remember the red lamp eye was one of the guys that got the worm? So he's kind of just sitting there jerking. Maybe he's not. I don't know. That's how he just hangs out. But I'm going to get on this. This tank is stellar. No issues here. And I just do Tetraflake in here, and I do some Fluval pellets for the shrimp. But as you can see, and there's a real eye down in there hanging out. Sorry about the algae. But you can see a crystal red, you see the cherry red, and you see a real eye. And kind of looks like I don't know why, it just makes me think of a Japanese bonsai. But, alright, enough rambling. You guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the great advice. And I'll let you know how this goes. But I hate putting medicine in a tank, because I used to do it a long time ago as a kid. And once you jump off that cliff and get on that roller coaster ride, you just never know when your tank's going to settle down. Not be crazy. Yeah, see, this guy's showing some discoloration. See, look. It is hitting more than the rainbows. Look at that. I can see it on his rear fin. And I can see discoloration on the side. And just for the record, I bought all 11 of these and introduced them to my tank. And didn't lose a one of the rasbora. But he's definitely showing some serious discoloration. And alright, so it's not just a bosemani issue. That's weird. Alright, well, hey, you guys, thanks for watching. And let me get on it. See ya.